Inside Mississippi JUCO Football is powered by Pawpaws Campers and Cars. www.pawpawsrvs.com. By the MACJC, the toughest league in America. By Heritage Properties, Bank Plus, Mississippi Sports Medicine, EnviroTurf Services, Farm Bureau, C-Spire, the Mississippi Army National Guard, and Brown Bottling Group Pepsi. It's week 5 of Inside Mississippi JUCO Football as we come to you tonight from the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College in Summit, home of the Bears. Why Southwest Mississippi Community College for you?
I just felt like the coaches and teachers and all faculty and staff just cared about each person as an individual.
And what's your degree, and where do you want to go with it once you achieve it?
I'm majoring in physical therapy, and after Southwest, I'd like to attend Mississippi State and then go on to South Alabama for PT school.
I knew I wanted to play soccer at another level, so I decided to come to Southwest because they created another opportunity for me.
You're a Biloxi native. Why Southwest Mississippi Community College for you?
Southwest is definitely a great environment, like socially, educationally, and athletically.
Talk about your experience here so far at Southwest. You're a freshman. What's it been like here this first semester?
It's been very positive. Everyone is very welcoming, and if you need help with anything, they're right there to help you.
I knew I wanted to play soccer at the next level, and I knew if I came to Southwest, I would feel right at home.
Now let's take a look at some of the highlights in the toughest league in America.
Go Bears!
There the Southwest Bears are, and there's Ravion Pierce, number 2 leader in receptions in the MACJC. They're at Pearl River. Wildcats dressed in gold. Brennan O'Keefe with a 45-yard field goal there. It's 3-0 Wildcats. On the ground, look at Ladarian Peterson barrel his way in from 7 yards out. Southwest takes the lead. Reed James, has he had some money field goals this year? Knocks that one through. And Southwest on top 10-3 still first half. Darius Leggett, good-looking running back for Pearl River. He barrels his way into the end zone. Boy, he has been a tough customer for the Wildcats down in Poplarville as we hit the halfway point of the 2015 campaign. All right, Casey Haygood at quarterback. Deep bomb downfield. Got his man, Shontez Smith. And look at the speed. 65 yards for the touchdown. And the visitors open up a 2-score lead down at Pearl River. Brennan O'Keefe continues to knock through field goals. Hits that one there. Big play here. Snap was high. Lowry going to try to make something happen. There's Pate. Jeffrey Pate picks this one off, and he's on his way down that far sideline, tiptoeing his way, and he's knocked out of bounds right around the 2-yard line. Bears set up in great shape. They run it on the ground. Justin Blue able to give Southwest the lead. This would be a seesaw affair, and special teams comes up big here for the Wildcats. Tavares Moore, 97 yards. The Wildcats answer. They lead at 27-24. No, take a bow, young man. All right, Wildcats now trying to get moving. Mac Lowry going to race this one down. Wildcats still down a score, and Lowry going to scamper it in for the touchdown. And late in the fourth quarter, Pearl River takes the lead, but the Bears with fight in them. Haygood wrapped up, going down. Pass complete. That's Ravion Pierce with the catch. First down, Southwest. 15 seconds to go. Wildcats need a stop. Bears need a score. There's Justin Blue. Touchdown, Bears. Touchdown, Bears. They take the lead. Wildcats now with one last chance. Lowry scrambling, throwing over the middle. It's got a man. That's a first down, hitting with the catch. Out of bounds. Pearl River on the move. Last play of the game. Do or die time for Pearl River. Lowry rolling, but the Bear defense wraps him up and drops him down, and Southwest wins on the road in a exciting football game over Pearl River, 31-27. They're the Northeast Tigers, and there's wide receiver Jalen Fair of Amory, who led the Tigers in receptions entering the game, as they're in Clarksdale to take on Coahoma. Northeast dressed in the black jerseys. There's Tiberius Lampkin setting the tone for Northeast. 24-yard run from scrimmage there. Tigers eventually would rack up 315 rushing yards in the contest. Quarterback Kendrick Doss. 2 plays later, 23-yard sprint to the end zone. 7-0 Northeast 2 minutes into this one. Coahoma's Dominic Marino steps out of the box and completes a third down completion here to Greg Johnson to keep that drive alive. Boy, he is one of the most exciting players in the MACJC, is Marino. All right, Tigers in the red zone, but here comes Alexander, going to break up and stymie a drive, and Coahoma would have to turn it over on downs. Now to the air. One of the greatest catches of the year. Johnson leading high and making, yes, the one-handed touchdown grab. Coahoma on the board. Doss again would follow right up. He'd plow his way into the end zone. Northeast would continue. Boy, they would shift the momentum pretty good here. Pass over the middle. There's Cameron Montgomery's first career touchdown pass from Doss, 34 yards on the play. 21-7 Northeast. Late first half. Lampkin, a career-high 114 rushing yards and 15 touches. This 14-yard touchdown makes it 28-7 Northeast. They continue to pound the ball on the ground. Bailey Walker out of Lake Cormorant adds his first collegiate touchdown right here. 60-yard run. Bam! Open field. And Walker is gone. And Northeast comfortably ahead. Marino would step up and run this one in for a touchdown. Beautiful 36-yard keeper. He had 166 all-purpose yards, 42-14, Coahoma trailing. To the air they go, and there's the Northeast defense. Brady Smith picks off the pass, his second career pick for the Tigers, and Northeast goes to Clarksdale, and they win this one 42-14. To Decatur we go. There's Eric McPherson, one of the top tacklers in the MACJC for East Central Community College, taking on number 1 Colin dressed in white. There's Greg Nichols with a field goal to get the Wolfpack on the board, 3-0. Everybody knows about this guy, Lakedrick Lee. He takes it around the left end for the score. And the visitors, the number 1 team in the country, up 10-0. Here's Jesse Hoskett at quarterback. Little shovel pass here. Look at the big stick here. Just a microcosm of the hitting in this league on a weekly basis in the toughest league in America. On the pass play here, ball is fumbled, and there's that opportunistic Wolfpack defense. They return it for the touchdown, and number 1 opens up a 17-0 lead. Look at this. Pass here to Kalen Meggs. Hoskett gets the Warriors going, first and goal. They would set up here in good shape. Tredarian Gamble going to take it in for the score. 17-7. East Central trails, second quarter. Onside kick time. Ball on the turf. And on that Enviro Turf Services field, the Warriors come up with it. The home team recovers the onside kick. Gutsy call. It would lead to this. Touchdown Warriors. Gamble again, 17-14. But number 1 with a punch right back. Lakedrick Lee across the goal line, 24-14 Colin. We're now in the third quarter. Look at the hitting here. Henry Murphy takes the hit, keeps on going, gets a block, and look at him run. Folks, that's why this is the toughest league in America. Warriors in good shape. They would eventually cash in. Gamble on the ground again. Touchdown, East Central. And they're right back to within 1 score, 24-21. Boy, this was like Rocky and Apollo going at it. 2 heavy hitters taking shots at one another. There's a big shot. Jerry McGee, one of the top tacklers in the MACJC. But Kruzik, boy, he's a tough customer in his own right. Dial Harris with the catch, and Colin, number 1 in the country, up 31-21. But here come the Warriors. Fourth quarter now. Hoskett deep downfield, got Jordan Thomas. Touchdown. Look at that capacity crowd. They're 4 deep in Decatur, and it's a 3-point game. Warriors, after a sack, they get the ball back, and they're on the move. Pass over the middle. First down. Ball is fumbled. Loose football. Ball. Colin pounces on it, and number 1 stands the test again in the MACJC. They hold off East Central 31-28. To Moorhead we go. Holmes on the road at Mississippi Delta. There's Dre Massey, a talented player for the Bulldogs. Can run the football, can catch the football. as Holmes taking on Mississippi Delta, the Trojans in red. Here's an option. The ball is fumbled, and the Dogs' defense gets the party started in Moorhead. It's 7-0 visitors. Adams to the air. Pressure coming from the weak side. There's Sean Harper hustling down Adams for the sack, where the Bulldogs would have a solid game defensively. Special teams, boy, have the Trojans been solid on special teams this year. Look at them cause the fumble here. Boy, they've had a couple of punt returns for a touchdown. Couple of fumbles caused and recovered. Now Devin Adams to the air, going to find Corterius Hogan for the catch. Game tied at 7. Holmes to the air. They're one of the top offenses in the league. Look at that pass completion to DJ Montgomery. Sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, Aquindus Henson going to pound it in for the score. 14-7, Holmes with the lead. More rushing attack. Here's Henson again. 21-7, Holmes still first quarter. Bryant can rush it as well. He takes it across the goal line. 28-7 in favor of Holmes Community College. Little defense here. Look at Adams keeping the play alive, but he's dropped. Another sack. Jamar Smith with that one. Now watch Adams here. Gonna roll. He's going down, right? Just dumps it off to the far flat. That's Quadre Butler with the catch, and he picks up a Trojans first down. Great improv by Adams, and he gets the Trojans a first down. Little defense here. Remember Jarvis Jeffries? Well, there he is again with the sack. He had that big interception against Coahoma last week. Comes up with a big play there. Special teams. Ball is blocked. Eric Davis going to pick it up, and he'll take it for the touchdown. Mississippi Delta down 28-14. They're right back in it. But the Dogs, too much on the ground. Henson again bulldogs his way in for a score, 35-14. And then the defense once again. It would be Josiah Courtney picking up the loose change, takes it into the end zone. Another defensive touchdown for Holmes. They would win this one in Moorhead, 45-21 over the Trojans. And now here with Dr. Bill Ashley, the Vice President of Student Affairs for Southwest Mississippi Community College. Dr. Ashley, first of all, football. The cosmetics clearly evident here on campus over the last year and a half with the scoreboard and the press box.
Yes, sir, Mike. We have done updating on our football field here at Southwest Mississippi Community College. We've installed nice lights. We've installed a brand new press box 3 years ago now. Last year was the first year we had our video scoreboard, and of course we've been selling sponsorships for that, and of course that's been a good thing for the college financially. It's also been good for our sponsors as it gets their name out and attaches their brand to our brand.
And basketball, the growth continues there with the programs as they continue to be competitive. And not only that, but boy, the floor was recently done. Basketball looking really well as well.
Yes, sir, Mike. We've had some investment put into our Bear basketball facility. We're going to make the lobby and the foyer area much more nicer for our fans. It gives them a better game experience. Also, our basketball teams are going to be participating in preseason and showcase scrimmages coming up out of state in various areas. We'll announce our schedule, and you can see that on our website. And then, of course, we'll come home with a scrimmage for women, I believe, October 21st. We also have our season start on November the 2nd.
Baseball. Boy, the upgrades continue there with that facility as well.
Yes, sir. We had a major drainage issue with our baseball field. We fixed that. And, of course, this year coming up, we hope to have a better surface. It'll provide for a better facility, and it'll also cut down on potential injury for any of our outfielders. So we feel that when the winter rains come, that we'll be better positioned to handle that and hopefully start our season in mid-February.
And the men's dormitory, that is under construction. When will that be ready, and how many units will be available for the students?
Yes, sir. We had about a $6 million investment out there that's coming into fruition now. That facility will be 122 beds. Hopefully that will be online fall of 2016.
The MACJC received tremendous accolades nationwide from an academic standpoint. I know Southwest was a major player in that as well.
Yes, sir. Wallet Hub Personal Finance did a polling, if you will, of the best and the worst community colleges in the United States. Of course, the Mississippi system of community colleges that proved to be the #1 system, and also in the top 15, we are number 15 in the country. And again, that was based on a lot of public data that they collected and a survey that they collected data from that we took this past spring.
That is Dr. Bill Ashley, Vice President of Student Affairs here at Southwest Mississippi Community College.
It's now time for more highlights from the toughest league in America. Go Bears!
There's Javon Wims of Hines Community College, the #1 leading receiver in the MACJC. Hines, 14th in the country, on the road in Senatobia, taking on #7 Northwest. Eagles in their whites. Jameer Taylor with a 6-yard touchdown grab there from Jaquez Parks. It's 7-0. Jim Speets adds a 43-yard field goal early second quarter, gets the Rangers on the board. T.R. Page, boy, would he have one heck of a night. Rushes that one in for the touchdown. 14-3 visitors. They make a statement early on. Here's the #1 leading rusher in the MACJC, Justin Crawford, with a 3-yard scamper there. But Parks answers. Look at the stiff arm. And Parks from 10 yards out. 8 plays, 70 yards, 21-10 in favor of Hines Community College. Jim Speets going to add a field goal, capping off a 7-play, 41-yard drive to make it 21-13. Look at this play here. Parks to the air. 55 yards. Jameer Taylor, the recipient. Touchdown Hines. 4.5 to go into third. They're up 28-13. But back come the Rangers. Plenty of punch left in them. Crawford, an 8-yard run. 7-play, 64-yard drive. 28-20. Minshew now to the air. Look at the grab. Chapman, the diving catch from Gardner. Now Minshew and the Rangers going for the tie. Eagles going to wrap him up. No, Minshew stays alive. Bullet pass. Touchdown. He finds Crawford in the back of the end zone. Game tied at 28. Under 5 to go. Money kick here. Mason Sully knocks it from 27 yards out, 31-28. 51 seconds to go. Rangers got to have this. Speets, little ice water in the veins, hits that one. We're going to overtime in Senatobia. Here's Crawford on their first possession. He punches it in. Extra point good. 38-31 Northwest. Eagles have to score a touchdown. And they do. Jaquez Parks from 4 yards out. Now they need the extra point to send it to a second overtime. Low snap, kick on the way. No good. No good. Northwest wins in overtime, 38-37. There's Ty Hill, leads the MACJC in total tackles for Jones County Junior College as they travel to take on their South Division foe, Mississippi Gulf Coast Bulldogs in white, and then get the party started here. That's Javante Jones with a 4-yard touchdown run. It's 14-0 Mississippi Gulf Coast. Early gonna make a nice pass completion here. That's Javon Floyd. Good balance for Chad Huff and his Mississippi Gulf Coast squad. Look at him on the ground here. Walter Williams. Boy, they have a commitment and a passion to run the football in Perkinston, and they're doing so effectively to this point. Little flea flicker here. Fooled everybody in the stadium. Logan Scott with the catch, and he is gonna take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line, and that would set up Tevin Moore racing this one in from 1 yard out. And Jones on the board. They trail at 17-7. Tevin Moore has been their go-to short yardage guy. Little defense there by the Bobcats as they wrap up and tackle. Moore, Bobcat D. Boy, this South Division matchup has been a solid matchup through the years. Miller over the middle, completes to Tevin Moore. Miller would throw for over 412 yards in this football game against Mississippi Gulf Coast. To the air, there's Kyle Oliver with the 19-yard pass. It's 20-14. Bobcats down 6. Miller to the air, intercepted. Marcus Betts, and he's got a convoy in front of him. 50-yard interception return, 27-14 Mississippi Gulf Coast. Miller to the air. Ball tipped, picked off again by the defense. That's Octavius Johnson, 27-yard INT return, 37-14 Gulf Coast. Bobcats with plenty of bite in them. Carlos Burst with a 16-yard catch from Miller with about 6.5 to go. Now Burst on this 22-yard skies high into the Perkinston sky, hauls this one down, but it wouldn't be enough. Time would expire, and Mississippi Gulf Coast takes another step in securing a playoff spot in that South Division as they win this one against Jones County Junior College, 37-27. There's DJ Law, second leading rusher in the MACJC for East Mississippi. It's homecoming 2015 for the Lions as they entertain Itawamba Indians dressed in white. Here's Alonze Staggers. Simple screen, right? Not with this kid. Touchdown Lions, all-purpose guy for the Lions squad. USM commit Quadre Griggs over the middle. Has got a man. There's Grant Kimberlin for a first down. Boy, Kimberlin, a tough customer in his own right. Look at Griggs. Flush left. Chunks it on the run. Kimberlin with the catch. Plenty for an ICC first down. Now on the ground. Boy, they got a great balance. Jacques Horsley, 23 yards out. Touchdown Lions, and they lead it 17-0. Well, there's a reason why this football team has won 3 of its last 4 national championships. There's a fumble there, and Itawamba gonna pick up the loose change. These two teams battle one another every year. Well, this is a rivalry in its own right in the North Division. There's that ICC defense collecting another sack. Last play of the first half. Lions decide to go for it. Touchdown. The pass complete to Isaiah Wright. It's 24-0. Lions lead it at the break. Second half, 55-yard strike here. Wyatt Roberts to Jones, 31-0. And East Mississippi on cruise control here. John Franklin III in. Over the middle, intercepted. Good defense again. Again, ICC, very stingy defensive squad here in 2015. They get the pick there. Griggs wrapped up and dropped. The Lions can bring the defense as well. Griggs here to the air. Lets it go. Dorian Gaston with the 25-yard touchdown catch. It's 31-10. Lions to the air. Mario Lanier, the 44-yard touchdown reception from Franklin. And East Mississippi Community College, ranked number 6 in the country, they win it against Itawamba, 48-24.
Now it's time to take a look at the score, stats, and standings from the toughest league in America. Go Bears!
And then a wrap of Week 5 of Inside Mississippi JUCO Football as we come to you here from Southwest Mississippi Community College here in Summit. We'll see you next week on Inside Mississippi JUCO Football.
Go Bears!
Inside Mississippi JUCO Football is powered by Pawpaws Campers and Cars. www.pawpawsrvs.com. By the MACJC, the toughest league in America. By Heritage Properties, Bank Plus, Mississippi Sports Medicine, EnviroTurf Services, Farm Bureau, C-Spire, the Mississippi Army National Guard, and Brown Bottling Group Pepsi.